Hello everybody, this is Yvonne for Yvonne's Love Stream Walks. And here we are down at Findhorn Bay. Hello Cindy and Rebecca Lynn, great to see you. And hi Kendall. You can hear I'm not better yet, but good enough I suppose. And hi Susan, you've just come on too. And look, after really horrible rain and sleet this morning, the sun has come out for us, just for the Fellowship of Lovelies. And it's very beautiful looking at the bay. You can see the windsock, quite windy here. And you can see how low the sun is in the sky, even for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's setting before 4 o'clock now. But very beautiful for the moment. I don't know how long a walk this will be. I am a little bit chesty coffee. But yeah, beautiful, vibrant colours. And Rebecca Lynn's having a very cold and windy day. But yeah, thanks for the hug, Cindy, and nice to see you all. Hi, Diane. Yeah, very dramatic light in the sky today. And we're walking with the quality of integrity today. I was listening to a live stream or a podcast really about values. And of course, integrity, I guess, is about living our values. And if you know what happens to us when we feel out of integrity, I think it's sort of like an inner attunement, isn't it, to know that we're in integrity with ourselves and with other people, and maybe in with the rest of nature as well, in integrity with it. But look, it's such a beautiful day, and I'm out here on the oldest pier. So this pier is very, what's the word? They say don't drive on it or it might, crumble. And there's the Kimberley pub up there, the paley pink colour there. And yeah, it's not low tide, but it's low enough. And it's gorgeous, isn't it? Peggy, you're up. Hooray, hooray. And Peggy, we did vote yes on Wednesday in the Zoom, that from now on Zoom calls on a Wednesday once a month will be at 5 o'clock UK time. So that's a more manageable 9 o'clock in the morning for people in California. And the Zoom was lovely on Wednesday. It was a very, very convivial one, and we were glad to welcome back Joan, from the Netherlands. Anyway, look at all the lovely seaweed down here and the gradations of colour on the stones. It's very lovely. Tom, are you still in Abu Simbel, or have you come north to Luxor, or are you back in Cairo? Very envious of your 32 degrees. It was 4 degrees earlier today, centigrade. That's pretty cold. Winter has suddenly arrived. Anyway, great to see you all walking with the quality of integrity. It's sort of interesting, what behaviour do we each do that we know we do that takes us out of integrity? And what behaviour do we do where we think, oh, I could have done better than that? I sometimes notice sometimes I'm a bit mean of spirit about things, and it's usually when I'm a bit jealous or something like that. Oh, who's this just come in? Oh, Susan, yeah, nice to see you. I wonder how the weather is down there in Bedfordshire. And I want to apologise for Peter Duffy, who somehow has been thrown off Facebook. And he doesn't really know why, and he can't get back on, and he's quite upset, really, that he can't be on the walks for the moment. I'm hoping he can resolve the situation, but is integrity the angel of the month as well for Findhorn? I hadn't realised that, but look, there's the St Andrew's flag up there. But what a lovely afternoon. Sort of a blessing after the wildness of the beating rain this morning. And look at that sun. Fantastic. Oh, hello, Deborah. Are you back from Switzerland? Nice to see you. There's little bits of rain. Let's hope it doesn't get any heavier. But it is lovely here. And for those of you who do go onto the Facebook page to check, Peter Duffy was thrown off Facebook. Peter, who lives in Yorkshire. And yeah, he's quite upset. He came on the Zoom, which of course he can still do. And yeah, so I was at Cluny on Wednesday night. Dorota, who sort of was able to take Cluny over. I don't quite know how she managed it, but some people stayed the night, 1 or 2 nights, and we had the dining room. Thank goodness the furniture was all still in the dining room, but the sanctuary just had cushions, although they may have put chairs there in time for the live streaming of the Teze on Thursday morning. But the lounge area was quite sparse of furniture. Anyway, it felt lovely. People were happy to be there. And it also felt a little bit different, a little bit sparse. Anyway. And just to bring you up to date also, to keep the winter gathering is on the 12th of December, Friday night. And you will be able to live stream into that. And you will be able to sing the 12 Days of Christmas with me again. And also the Sacred Dancers are doing a very beautiful dance to In the Beginning Was the Word. Fantastic. So now I'm out on the other pier. You can see, and there's my house right in the middle of the screen there. That's my living room windows. Yeah. Gosh, I can't believe it's turned out such a lovely afternoon. And Rosie was asking me whether I was live streaming, and I, because of this bug I've got, I thought I better stay close to home. But wow, that's a very beautiful screenshot, isn't it? There's the yacht club on the right, and looking at the clouds just scudding across the sky there. Beautiful. And this, not many boats here at the moment, but although the windsock is going, it's not reasonably still. And there we have Colburn Forest over there, and the sun glinting on the water. Yeah. And I came across a brilliant sentence. I was listening to another Sounds True podcast with a woman called Tama Keeves. She was a bit of an inspiration, I have to say. Very gutsy, feisty woman. And she said, "You can't plan an inspired life." True, isn't it? You can't plan an inspired life because we don't know when the inspiration is going to come. It's a bit like me at the moment. I feel like I can't plan anything, partly because my house is not sold. Some of you may have heard that I did get an offer on my house and then they withdrew it. So I don't know, the universe has got something in mind for me. I sort of laugh and let go. Excuse me. And that's the other thing. Eileen this week, I put some of them on my Facebook page, but one of them is, when will you learn to let go and be free? Oh, thank you, Cindy. Gutsy and feisty. Not so much today, though. Oh, look at that view. Yeah, when will you learn to let go and be free? And in a way, how do we? It's that little dance, creative tension, call it whatever you like, of sort of planning and not planning, being open to course correction, I guess. Being open to inspiration. It was, it's one of the challenges really, because at Findhorn, when I was the head of the comms team, people would apply for jobs and they'd commit to being there for 2 years, and then they'd come in one morning and say, "Oh, I got guidance last night that I need to go to somewhere else." And I'd say, "Well, you committed for 2 years. Oh, but I got this guidance, I need to go." And it's like, oh my God. An interesting tension. Anyway, yes, it is tranquil today. And clouds the only things that scud. I think so. Anyway, but I love the light. The light's gorgeous. Anyway, the other two things I put on the Facebook page today from Eileen is that life is simple. Why do we all make it so complicated? Look, there I am. Hello. I've got one glove on today on my right hand, and I haven't got earmuffs on yet, but it won't be long. And the last one, of course, is one of my favourites and your favourites too. Oh, now there's a lovely cloud. The primary lesson to learn in life is to love. The primary lesson to learn in life is to love. Yeah, how are you all doing? Giving yourself an 8 out of 10 or what? I guess it depends on the circumstances. Remember, Eileen says you need to love the unlovable. I'm feeling quite perky, actually, considering that my physical health, hi Tricia, is not so great. I've been doing a lot of sleeping. Actually, it feels a bit like a purification of the body, and I've never blown my nose so much. And also just sort of a reset. A forced slowing down, contemplation, reflection. Quite welcome in a way. I don't know whether any of you sort of feel like sometimes it's not great, but it's good. Anyway, you can't plan an inspired life. I really do love that. Yeah. And also, of course, next Monday is the community's birthday, 17th of November, 63rd birthday. There's a game of transformation which starts on the Sunday evening and goes through the Monday, which I don't think I can play because I'm doing a session of games and dance with an Italian school group that's coming on Saturday. Anyway, that'll be fun. And last night at the Eco Village Findhorn Community Benefit Society AGM, I led a lovely blessing dance at the end, got everybody up and blessed the new board. It was great. I think it would be good if every meeting ended with a dance. Yeah. And of course you may get emails now that the Findhorn Foundation's Skio Bonnie, hello! Where were you on Wednesday for the Zoom? We were wondering how your flooded basement is going. And but thank you for joining us along this lovely Findhorn Bay is beautiful today. And I'm not sniffling too much. And all the boats have come home to roost. That's a bit of a crossing of language, but coming home to roost for the winter. And the gangplanks have been pulled in and the yachts have drifted off mostly to somewhere else. There's a big black cloud just there, but it's not going to rain on us. Hi Lauren! Yay! I was just saying it's the community's birthday next Monday, and it's going to be a game of transformation. And actually Mary and Judy and Yasko, I think they've all been in Greece training more game of transformation facilitators. Yeah, it's fantastic that that continues to expand. And if any of you want to come over, I think there's a game going on over New Year, and Barbara Svatina's running a program over maybe Christmas and New Year. Yeah, anyway, it's a very beautiful day down here at Findhorn Bay. And if you missed the beginning, do go back because there was some beautiful light as we were down closer to the Kimberley. Yeah, hello Tricia. Yeah, look, But it definitely is getting wintry here. And I'm just trying to think what else is going on. I mean, lots is going on down at the park, actually. I think Deborah Lewin has a dance workshop happening early December. Lots of things happening in December. Oh, did you just hear me mention you? Oh, how about that? Here is Deborah herself. Ah, now I get a lot of brownie points, I think, for that. Do I not? So say hello to everybody.
Who am I saying hello to?
You're saying hello to all sorts of people from Nova Scotia, Quebec, California. A couple are in Egypt at the moment. There's people from Wisconsin.
Wow.
There's my sister who's over in Brisbane.
Hello, I'm Deborah. I'm Deborah Lewin, who Yvonne just mentioned.
And she runs fantastic dance workshops at Findhorn. Has been for how many years?
I ran my first dance workshop over New Year over 1991-92 in the Universal Hall.
Oh, wow. Yes.
That was the first one. And I've been offering movement workshops, retreats here ever since.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Lauren is on, Lauren Stewart.
Hey, Lauren.
I know, isn't it fun?
That's fantastic.
Technology.
Lovely timing.
And
Yeah.
if they want to go to your website, is it Vital Moves?
It is vitalmoves.co.uk.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Deborah.
Thanks for having all that info and perfect timing.
Amazing timing. And what a lovely afternoon.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Deborah. Ah, you talk about synchronicity. Amazing. Ah, and she was just sitting there and heard me say it. Oh, Lauren, you were there for the 13th birthday, so 50 years ago. Yeah, the November light. Beautiful. Of course, it gets dark at, like 4 o'clock. There's another month till solstice. But we have to laugh about that, don't we? Yeah. And Lauren, I was saying earlier that I was in Cluny on Wednesday night. Thank goodness all the furniture in the dining room is still there. And it was a great, Stuart Friendship cooked with the help of the Wednesday cooking ladies. And Thursday night somebody also had a dinner. Daisy cooked for that. Yeah, but the place is a little sparsely furnished other than that. But yeah, I'll tell Deborah, you said Deborah's gone now, but yeah, it's really nice to see the faces, isn't it? Yeah, along here. Gorgeous. Anyway, it feels very convivial today, and after I didn't do one last week because I was so sick, it's nice to be back. And yeah, especially with Eileen's, so Sunday, which is the day before the birthday, it's the primary lesson to learn in life is to love. And I wondered how you were all going at that. And again, yes, it depends on the circumstances, doesn't it? But sometimes it's easy to love, others not so much. Sometimes our hearts become a little closed. I always said that one of the things about Findhorn is, that we always said it's just about opening hearts. And, sometimes our heart is like a closed fist. And it's just opening that closed fist and feeling spacious and generous of heart and of spirit. That's what we're wanting, isn't it? I'm heading up towards these gorgeous looking clouds. Yeah, Peggy, I don't know about Cluny. I mean, there is a Cluny Hill as well, so it's come somewhere through the ages. Ah, you were there for the 30th birthday, Rebecca. Ah, fantastic. Anyway, the birthday cake gets cut on Sunday in the afternoon, and then the game of transformation will begin. And I haven't got the intention to hand for the game this time. Oh, well, you can just see all the masts of the boats ahead of me. And there's a sort of whistling of the wind, which we'll hear as we get closer, I think. Lovely trees here. Yes. That was a very small oop, Bonnie. Can you hear the sound of the wind through the, I guess it's through the rigging on the boats. And these beautiful grasses, the light on them is spectacular. I don't think the ice cream parlour will be open today. Not very conducive. And look, the sun is just going behind the Colburn forest. As you know, one of the great successes of replanting and anchoring the sand, what was just a sort of massive sand dune. It's all getting a bit windy. We should all go inside this pod for some warmth. Oh, and there's people in the captain's table, all cosy and warm. The fire will be burning in there. It's lovely at night in the winter. They have little fairy lights and a big fire, and you can see the gangway that usually goes out into the bay that all the yachts tie up to is now here. And since we're so close, we might as well go and have a look at the beach, although, oh yeah, there should be some beach. Listen to that noise. I also read something the other day about aging, but I can't remember where I excuse me, where I read it, but I might read it to you because all of us are aging, where we are in that process, but we're all aging. And it says, we're not disposable just because our hair turns grey. We're not liabilities. We are libraries. Every wrinkle, every memory, every book we've ever read is a story. You don't stop growing when you grow old. You just grow wiser. Don't let anyone close your book before it's finished. Go out and start the next chapter. What a great invocation. Don't let anybody close your book before you're finished. Go out and start the next chapter. And maybe your next chapter is to write your book. Somebody told me the other day I should be writing a book. Well, and then I go, what about? Anyway, the light continues beautiful, and I'm going to go. Look how big the beach is on the inside of the bay today. And look, the sun is disappearing before our eyes. Woo. So yeah, just going back to the quality for today, which is integrity. You know, I think sometimes they say at night before we go to sleep, we should sort of reflect over the day and think about where we did well and where we could have maybe done better, and whether we realize, yes, that was a spacious day, I was generous of heart, I was generous of spirit, or oh, that day today I felt a bit mean and I could have been kinder in that situation. I think it's good. I've spent so many hours in bed the last 9 days that I've been contemplating and reflecting a lot about me, where I am in my life, what now, What now? So here we go. Gosh, it's pretty windy. I hope it's not affecting your listening. I haven't seen any comments. Oh, here. Where are we going? Jeanette, hello. Yes, wind gently howling. Yes, you just popped on. Good, you can hear the sound. Woo! Yeah, exactly. It's just coming up for 3:30. And look at the light. And of course, remember, you are, I am the light. It's always lovely to see the light on these grasses. Yes, Deborah, you were here. Now, here we go. Look at that. Now there's a sense of expansion for you. Beautiful or what? Very, very beautiful. Yes. Are you saying, oh yes, to this beautiful scene, Rebecca Lynn? Wild, isn't it? I do love a bit of wildness in nature. It speaks to my own wildness. And we all, Eileen today saying, when are you going to let go and be free? Always reminds me of Zorba the Greek, where he says, when are you going to cut the rope and be free? But look, I mean, isn't this so beautiful to have this at our doorstep? Look at that. What an amazing planet we're part of. And you can probably hear the roaring of the waves, even though they're way out there. Yes, we should always have a bit of wild in our gardens. Whoa, the wind is... Look, the sun. I can see the sun again here. Look. Berg Head way over there in the distance. And the beach huts. This huge sky. The roar of the waves. Maggie. Hello, Maggie. Now, Maggie and I had a conversation on, I think it was Monday morning, because she sent me this wonderful Facebook interview that she'd been on. And I tell you what, lovelies, Maggie has had an amazing life, and it was really interesting to hear this interview. But yeah, the sun through the grasses, it's rather gorgeous, isn't it? But Maggie, welcome, welcome. Go back to the beginning, because the light on Findhorn Bay has been beautiful this afternoon. And the sun is just setting. But we will be able to do 3 o'clock next week, I think, as well. I think it'll be fine. So 3 o'clock next Friday. And just coming around here, even my hand that's got the glove on it is getting a little chilly. Look at that. And just the last bit of sun catching here. Yes. Oh, lovely, Kendall. You've never seen it look so glorious. I know. Well, I'm just so glad that the rain and the sleet stayed off, because, yeah, it has been magical light. Magical light, Susan. And also for those of you, Ellen was on the Zoom on Wednesday. I don't think she's on the walk today, but Ellen is looking very well, and she's very happy because she's more mobile. She's been out and about. So good news from Ellen, not such good news from Peter Duffy. I will be warm soon, Cindy. I'll go home and get into bed with my electric blanket. Anyway, I'm just walking towards the sun now, which is rather lovely, through the sand and the grasses. And yeah. Oh, Maggie, you're a true grandmother. Maggie's one of the grandmothers of the world, and in fact she's the main sort of Scottish grandmother. But yeah, look at the way it changes as the sun goes down. Yes, so next week, 3 o'clock UK time, but the next Zoom on the 10th of December will be 5 o'clock UK time. Yeah, so hopefully by next Friday I'll be well and truly 100% better. Anyway, remember to wish yourselves and everybody who's part of this Findhorn global community a happy 63rd birthday on Monday. Lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me, joining us. And look at the clouds. Oh my God, I wish I had some lines of, oh gosh, I know the poet I'm thinking of, I just can't think of his name. You know, like Shook Foyle. I can't think. It has been very good for my spirit, Jeanette. Thank you. Sometimes I'm sort of lying in bed and actually does me good to get up and go out. Anyway, Tom, enjoy it when you get to Luxor. Have a great trip and a safe trip back. And just look at this. Yeah, trailing clouds of glory or something like that. But that is beautiful. I think I will end there because I don't think you can beat that view. So lots of love to you all. And remember, the primary lesson in life is to learn to love. See how you do over the next week. Yes. Okay, bye. Mwah. Happy birthday, Findhorn. Happy birthday, us all.